Hey, how's it going guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have another unfair comparison. Now, as I say in most of my unfair comparisons, this is only for experiment purposes. Experiments are fun, and obviously this is going to be a very lopsided comparison, but once again, it's just for fun. So I'm going to be comparing a $15 gaming mouse, it's the Ombar M962 gaming mouse, with the one and only Razer Mamba Elite. That's the new one, the 2018 Mamba Elite. Just came out. I'm going to look at the build quality, comfort, buttons, grip, sensor, performance, and a whole bunch of stuff. So make sure to leave a thumbs up. Tell me in the comment section below, who do you think is going to win? Obviously the Mamba is going to win, but what do you think of these two mice? And if you've tried either one. Also, consider subscribing. This channel has been growing a lot recently and I greatly appreciate it. We're trying to hit that 3,000 subscriber mark and I know it's coming soon. So thank you guys for the support. Enjoy the video. So let's begin with the Ombar mouse. This mouse surprisingly feels sturdy for the $15 price. It's composed of plastic, but everything feels good. The Razer Mamba Elite on the other hand feels more premium. In terms of comfort, the Mamba Elite is the most comfortable mouse I've used. Now this will depend on your grip style and the size of your hands, but for me, the Mamba feels perfect. The Ombar mouse also has good comfort, but over time, it's not the best. On the right side, my ring finger sits on top of my pinky, and that gets uncomfortable over time. If you're just using it for like an hour at a time, it'll be fine. Both these mice have a pretty good design, but I think the Mamba just looks better. I don't think the Ombar mouse looks that good with the Ombar branding out in the open. Both these mouses have a number of buttons, which is good for gaming. By the way, you could say mouses if you're talking about computer mice. On the Ombar mouse, we have the left and right click, the scroll wheel and scroll wheel click, the DPI button, and the two side buttons. They cannot be reprogrammed for regular use, but for gaming, in the game you could change the settings. For example, when playing Battlefield 1, you can set the two side buttons to be primary and secondary weapon. I think they're automatically like that. The Mamba has the same buttons plus an extra DPI button, and on the scroll wheel, you can tilt to the sides, which counts as two more buttons. The biggest difference between the mouse's buttons, besides the extra buttons on the Mamba, is that the Mamba lets you program all of them in the Razer Synapse software. You can also program them in-game for different actions. All of the buttons on the Mamba feel premium with a nice click, and they're exactly where they're comfortable to reach. The Ombar mouse's buttons also have a nice click to them, and the buttons on top are also easy to click, but the two on the side are a bit thin. They sort of blend in with the rest of the mouse when trying to feel them. This can mess you up if you're trying to switch weapons in the middle of a gunfight. Other than that, I would say they're fine. On the sides of the Ombar mouse, you don't have any grip. It's just the plastic of the mouse in a honeycomb shape for a different texture. The Mamba has real grips on the sides and they feel really good. In a fast-paced game, if you lift your mouse to make really fast movements, the grips on the Mamba will help you with that. Both these mouses have lighting, as you probably saw, but they do it very differently. The Ombar mouse only has 4 colors and they can only be changed if you change the DPI. So you'll mostly have it on a single color most of the time, because to change it, you'll be changing the speed of the cursor, which is just not good. And the lighting itself works, but it doesn't look that pretty. For $15 though, I'm surprised this thing even has lighting. The Razer Mamba, in my opinion, has the best lighting of all mouses out there. It has 2 long strips of each side which make incredibly smooth lighting transitions. The scroll wheel and the Razer logo also light up beautifully. On top of that, you can customize it completely in the Razer Synapse software. You can literally customize each lighting zone to whatever color you want. It's just so good. And now we have the sensor. The Ombar gaming mouse has an advanced gaming sensor, at least that's what they say. They call it the Avago game chip. It's actually not bad. Playing games casually, I have no problem with it. The only real inconvenience would be the DPI. Since you can't really change it, you can only choose between 4 that come programmed. You either use 1000, 1500, 2000, or 4000. 4000 is the highest it goes to. I normally use computer mouses at 1800 and 800 for gaming. For the Ombar mouse, I can only use 1000 and 2000. I could see it becoming a problem if you play competitively, but if you're just getting into PC gaming, this will work just fine. The Razer Mamba has an optical sensor that can go up to 16,000 DPI. No one's going to use it at that DPI, but but they give you the option to do it, and you can pretty much choose any DPI level you want in between. You can even customize the DPI buttons to go to certain DPIs when pressed. On top of that, this is the best, most accurate sensor I've used. It does exactly what you want it to do. When gaming, it's perfect for all the games I've tried. I'm currently getting into Battlefield 1, and this mouse feels perfect for it. With all that said, of course the new Razer Mamba Elite is going to be the better mouse. It also costs 6 times the price of the OnBar mouse. The $15 OnBar mouse makes sense if you're just getting into PC gaming and you need a decent mouse to play some games or just to use your computer normally. The Mamba is meant for more experienced gamers who want the best gaming experience for their high-end PCs. The Mamba Elite, in my opinion, is the best mouse out there at the moment for the $90 that it sells for. Anyway, that's it for this video. Please tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed, and maybe consider subscribing. Once again, we're so close to that 3,000 subscriber mark, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.